Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name's Nay, and I've got a piece on social media, ironically. So, this is the first time I thought deep enough to put depth into my thought and place a platform like this one, here for my words, a substance to the thought. See, look, the frustrations I get myself into, not being able to find the words to express the motive and the observations I come across in this world, the perplexual place with a slight after scent of self-greed and fulfillment. People, no matter how we put it, are simply a matter of a passing moment. The ears that listens to one's thoughts, the insights to my confused brain are deep in thought with yours right now, but the moment is lost when you're simply running for a train. See, what I mean is only yourself can understand you. Enough to allow what your brain allows you to ponder and challenge the ideas that only you can satisfy you. And while the rest of us on this earth are merely a substance of action, searching for our own dumbfound minds through thoughts. See, happiness seems to be a term that, in fact, many people really don't understand. A phrase that everyone claims they have mastered and must express on a social media platform. Why? Just because you've got a point to prove to the world. See, we all want to be seen as having fun and such an exciting life that merely keeping a personal diary that only yourself and the eye can read seems a little oh not so cool. See, keeping a memoir needs to be recorded on Snapchat. See, such a moment you're having in your life right now needs to be recognised by so many people that you know and I know couldn't really give two fucks about you. See, we all want to be seen as different, just to be different, and still want to show off and still be different. I mean, looking good these days, regardless if you follow trends or not, has lost its concept. Putting a filter or two to a filter to a world we all secretly hate is adequate, huh? Enough said. See, what do you post a picture on social media to have its aim to do? Because you claim it may not be for the attention, but you're still double checking out the corner of your eye how many artificial likes Facebook's are giving to you. And that slight feeling of importance when you see a few more likes than normal. Damn, is that how we define self-confidence? See, everyone is an act. Everyone on this earth is an act, a show, a performance. And the audience to the players were simply players within the audience. See, we all need each other. And the ones who claim they don't do it for the attention, God, please, take a seat here, son. See, we live in a media-driven society when you're the victim of this. And in fact, your actions speak otherwise, or trying to live a good impression, whatever that means. See, society is not a medium that can be transferred into different brain cells. See, we absorb and view the same thoughts we allow our younger siblings to watch. And if we was also very different, why do we have the same tendencies? Do the same thing as someone else in the same room? Do you see what I mean? Look, quick, let's take a picture. One of the cringiest things I've seen this generation I've ever seen. Have you ever watched someone pause their life for a moment with a fake smile on their face and try and recreate a look at me moment? To then look awkwardly afterwards at the picture. It's such a weird concept, but merely watching someone hashtag time of their life, friends for life, when you know and I know, in 2 weeks, in 2 months, a different social group, another fake smile to capture the moment, a social media impression cycle starts again. Yikes. See, we exchange the words I love you with the deepest hurt to ourselves, and that's not giving ourselves the time to know ourselves and to love oneself. See, I've come across so many people that laugh with you one day, next day couldn't give two fucks about you. Because if you're not affecting them in a way they can see you doing so, you become an intimidation factor to their spotlight, or a passing time mechanism, or what we call a 21st century friend. See, look, a 21st century world where reassuring each other, finding support, peace, values, is a little too much to ask. See, again, touching on happiness is a moment where social media does not need to be in the palm of your hand. You're at a party, we need to know that. Your mum's being funny and Snapchat needs to snap that. Or let's Instagram my face once again today, just in case the world ain't seen or cared about me enough. Because we check for ourselves more time than we check for the world. And we check for ourselves in exchange to how many people in the world has viewed ourselves. We all think how we can pause a moment to be fed a social media applause when we don't really care about others, when we become the audience to their life. Because happiness is a quest that foolish people like me used to think needs to be generated by another body. The power of exchange is such a concept, it needs its own subject to study. The in exchange I get what is what our brains think about. When we express a lovely thought or a word of wisdom, because we all feel so hard done by when that level of love, care and attention is misunderstood, when the tables are turned and it's you wanting something back for exchange, for a change. See, we use people for exchange in such a selfish way. We all have this bittersweet void that we don't know how to fill, that merely using people to purchase a t-shirt you made, to watching your life on a social media gateway is something we do daily, contemplating why we're so hard done by, why everyone around us is so negative, wanting to hear great things about us to boost our ego, wanting that constant reassurance that you're loved and on everyone's mind. And if we don't hear those words, we must express ourselves on our social media platform that, of course, we must share with everyone. See, look, How interesting it would be if everybody wasn't trying to make a statement through their clothes. How many egos would be deflated if we all had to wear the same thing. The social ladder we place ourselves on would come crumbling down. Having to look the same as you, huh? How degrading that must be, huh? See, we may smile and shake hands with a robotic message when we meet someone new. How nice it is to meet them. But let's pause for a moment, ask ourselves the question, why is it so nice to meet them? You suddenly put on this another persona trying to be so nice and social for that first impression to be a success, to never see them again. Why do we do this to ourselves? We don't have everyone's interests at hearts, and that's fact. And some people are happy to take hand-me-downs and forget about you when they move up the social ladder, and that's crap. See, look, social happiness is not real happiness. And digging deep to ask yourself, what is happiness? Is a quest that people think about and never really explore, because happiness is something I like to think about, where it's that deep, soul-filling fuel that energizes me, not filled with part-time friends who need to video every action through social media of dramatic acting. See, when was toning it down and being simple such a crime? Simply feeling good without the need for a man-made artificial substance is ironically food for thought. It gets your thoughts thinking a different way to how you normally think, but yet this food needs to be topped up, otherwise the short-term contentment is lost. And I guess this food makes you feel mentally ill and gets thrown up. See, look, spoken word for me is not about pausing for dramatic sound effect, nor it is about slowly rapping to silence with the emphasis on making that Latin word rhyme. Allah. Spoken word for me is not about pausing for dramatic sound effect, nor is it about slowly rapping to silence with the more emphasis on making the Latin word rhyme, other than actually speaking the word with some sort of perpetual meaning. See, spoken word for me is a dart in thoughts that make me look out the train window on the train home from Hither Green Station, that make me think, well, what if I just wrote down these thoughts and just spoke the words? And that's what I've done here, a bizarre journey of thoughts that I've thought. And I've been selfish to impose my selfless thoughts on you through the words I've spoken, which I guess simply breaks down the simple meaning of spoken word. And that's just me right now, thinking something to a thought. Thank you.